Russian President Vladimir Putin has thrown down the gauntlet, refusing to reinstate a critical grain deal with Ukraine. But what are his demands, and what do they mean for global food security? Let's unravel this gripping saga. It all began when Putin dropped the bombshell. The grain deal, which allowed Ukraine to export its precious grain through the Black Sea, is off the table until the West fulfills its promises to facilitate Russian agricultural exports. This agreement, a lifeline for nations across Africa, the Middle East, and Asia, hinges on the wheat, barley, and sunflower oil supplied by both Russia and Ukraine. But the deal's lifeline snapped in July, as Russia cried foul over unmet commitments to ease obstacles for its food and fertilizer exports. So, what's Putin's endgame here? He suggests that if these obligations are met, Russia could swiftly return to the negotiating table. But there's more. Russia is on the brink of sealing a deal to provide free grain to 6 African countries, a move that could bolster its influence on the continent significantly. Additionally, Russia intends to ship a whopping 1 million metric tons of affordable grain to Turkey, destined for processing and eventual delivery to impoverished nations. This development is nothing short of a global thriller, where every move carries enormous consequences for food security. The world watches with bated breath as these leaders negotiate, with the underdeveloped African countries in particular hanging in the balance. As the clock ticks, the importance of their meeting becomes increasingly evident, as it may determine whether millions will have enough to eat. But this grain drama unfolds against a backdrop of Ukraine's recent counteroffensive against Russian invasion forces. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced a change in leadership in the defense ministry, indicating a shift in strategy. With tensions at their peak, the negotiating table in Sochi is set for a showdown. Analysts predict intense negotiations ahead. Putin's use of food as an economic weapon gives him significant leverage, and he's not likely to let it go easily. It's not just about grains, fertilizer exports and broader geopolitical issues are on the table. The world's food supply hangs in the balance, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Let's not forget the data. A substantial 57% of Ukraine's grain exports go to developing nations, with China leading the pack. Russia's previous attacks on Ukraine's Black Sea port region add another layer of complexity to this already intricate narrative. Ukrainian air defenses have been hard at work, intercepting drones targeting key regions.
Watch another video. Which Daily Blade video do you want to watch next?